Hi guys, it's your boy The H with another episode of H Talks Comics, Sports and Wrestling. Hopefully the sound's a bit clearer on this video. Don't know what happened with the other one. Quick shout outs before I start the video. Shout out to the lad Matt Smith. Check out his YouTube channel, Matt Smith. He does FIFA videos and stuff like that. Shout out to the guy CM. Not sure if he's got any videos. Shout out to the legend Joel Jackson. That's it for now. So basically, this is my All Elite Wrestling Fight for the Fallen, which was yesterday. Hopefully, this should get uploaded tonight, which is Saturday night. No, sorry, it's not Saturday night, it's Sunday night. So it should get uploaded tonight, which is Sunday night. If it doesn't, it'll be uploaded tomorrow, which is Monday morning or Monday afternoon. It's not up to me, guys, up to YouTube. I'm going to try and upload it today. But at the moment, I don't know why, but the processing is taking a little bit of time. I've got a lot of notes. As you can tell, I wrote 2 pages. of notes while I was watching it, and I'm still not going to fully elaborate on every single match because otherwise I will be here for an hour. I had notes for more NGPW G1, if you remember that, about a week ago, and that took half an hour. I wanted it to be 15 minutes, and literally I couldn't get it any faster than half an hour. It's the fastest I could get through it. So I'm going to read all my notes. Hopefully it won't take too long. Hopefully you guys appreciate what I'm going to say. I'm going to come at you with a different perspective because a lot of people have been a bit negative about certain things, and I'm not going to lie, there's a few aspects of the show which didn't really appeal to me personally, and this is about stuff for how I see it. Like, this channel is actually my opinion. I try and be objective 9 times out of 10. I think I am. I don't believe I'm biased with AEW, but I'm not going to lie to you, I haven't not been enjoying WWE product probably this whole year. Even WrestleMania, there's a few matches I enjoyed, the rest of them were hot garbage. Some guys are okay, I can go into it. I'm not going to rip WWE into pieces, but I was a lifelong WWE fan. I can't say I am now. Much more of an NXT and NXT UK and 205 Live fan. But I'll do my best to be objective towards AEW. Like I said, there's a few things which I didn't love, but to be honest, for me, the show, I'm going to give you my rating straight out of the block. I rated it 8 out of 10 again. Maybe 8.5 in terms of in-ring, because there's at least 2 matches which I really loved. At least 2. Really, I might even push it to 3 depending on a few different factors. But anyway, let me go through my notes and let me know what you guys think. First up, it was too much. So I counted 9 total matches. There didn't need to be 9 matches, guys. I'll read through later which ones you could have probably got rid of and which probably weren't needed. But yeah, I'll tell you already, Kip Sabian versus Hangman Page, but we'll go into that later. Let's start from the beginning, yeah? For once, I will go chronologically. So, the first fight was Sonny Kiss versus Peter the Liberian Avalon. These are my notes. I'm not going to go through every single match, move by move, anything like that. Don't expect that, please. Please go and watch the fights. It's on Fight TV app. You can just Google or find the Fight TV app for your iPhone, Android, whatever phone you use, guys. Fight TV app is free, and you just pay a little subscription charge. But it's not a subscription, it's like a one-off charge to watch the event, yeah? I think it's £8.99 in the UK. I'm not sure what it is in the rest of Europe, but it will tell you when you go into the app. Please do it. Support AEW. It's alternative WWE, and if like me, you've supported them or watched WWE for a long time, almost basically 2 decades since you were a little kid, and they're not giving you what you want, then please join AEW as a fan and just try and see what it's like. You might appreciate it. Anyway, let's go into it. Sonny Kiss versus Peter Liberian Avalon. So Sonny's dance was cool. Here's my notes. He must have been hard for him to remember the choreography. I thought it was pretty nifty. He did a little dance with the women come in. I thought it was pretty cool. Nice assisted backflip by Sonny Kiss. He did a split legged arm drag into a triple like backspin elbow. It was quite RVD-esque. So if you guys remember, sorry for that, guys. That was just a bit of a Diet Coke like exhalation of a burp. It didn't come out though, so I could have probably styled it out. But I'm honest guy with you guys, so there you go. But remember that RBD like backspin? He used to do like backflips, do a few, and then he used to do like, I don't know if he did the elbow or what he did. Oh, he did a monkey flip. He did the backflips into like a spinning backflips into a monkey flip. But yeah, so Sonny did that, but instead of a monkey flip, he did a elbow. That's pretty cool. Peter was in good shape. His arms and back isn't particularly muscular, but he's got like a six pack and he looks like he's got good stamina. That was cool. The athleticism was all by Kiss. It was all shown by Kiss. It wasn't the most technical match. It was a bit sloppy at points, but certainly he did okay. I've watched a little bit of him in Lucha Underground, and he's improved since then. He is improving. I'm not sure how old he is. So I'm not sure. I'll be guessing mid to late 20s, and maybe right, maybe wrong. But he's got some decent facials. He made some good facials. Like that he was hurt, and he was sold actually a lot better than I thought he would. I didn't know what his selling was going to be like, but his selling was quite good. So yeah, and so he won with like a split leg salt. So his legs were like akimbo like this, and then came down on Peter Avalon like that. It's funny. The next match was a women's match, and as I was watching it, I was at work by the way. So I get to basically watch what I wanted and get the time to myself at work. I watched on my phone at work, and two lads came down, and this is 100% true. Two lads came down because they're brothers with a guy that works upstairs with one of the lads called Tony. I'm not sure the brother's name. I think it's like Kevin or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, he's got two brothers. I think everyone's called Joe. But anyway, so Tony's brothers come down, and they're about 18, 19. They work on the weekends as well. Like, oh, what are you watching? Because they could hear the loud volume, couldn't have headphones in. And I was like, oh, I'm watching AEW. And they're like, what's that? I'm like, oh, it's like a new wrestling thing. And they go, is that the thing which is the Japanese guy? I was like, what do you mean? They go, oh, that guy that was in WWE, you know, the Shield. I was like, oh, John Moxley. And they were like, is that the guy that used to be in the Shield? I was like, yeah. They go, oh, yeah, we heard about that. And they go, WWE's, no, swear down to you guys, WWE's rubbish now, isn't it? I go, yeah, well, why'd you say that? They go, oh, we used to watch a little bit of it here and there on Sky Sports. And they go, it's just got floppish now. It's like the old guys, and it's just not exciting. And I was like, do you know what? This is exciting. No, and I explained to him that it's going to come to, I believe, ITV4, but I'm not sure. But I said, Google it in a few months. AEW is going to come to British and English TV. You guys to watch it for free on like Sky Sports, which you have to have a subscription to. So it's a paywall. And even BT Sports, you have to have a subscription to. It's a paywall. But ITV4 is free or to air on almost every single television, which means my 90-year-old nan and my 65-year-old nan can both watch it if they want to. Or I can go in their house and watch it at night, or like whether day is there. Wake up early because to work the next day, just chill over there and be like, yo, nan, let's watch the TO. And I actually might do that because I want my lads to get into it. But yeah, so I explained to that guys, I kind of basically advertised AEW, and they're like, who else is in it? I go, Chris Jericho? And they were like, yeah, the name rings a bell, obviously young guys. But they said the name rung a bell, and obviously Tony's probably about my age, maybe late 20s. So maybe he watched it with me. I reckon he did as well, because he asked me about wrestling before as well. Because I'm not gonna lie, almost all weekends I do watch wrestling. I'm not watching it in NGPW, I'm watching AEW or NXT 205 Live or NXT UK. Sometimes WCW pay-per-views, and I watched some old ECW pay-per-views recently as well. Not too much WWE, like I said, I'm not really feeling there, but they're right now. But it's an AEW video, so I'm not gonna be too negative towards WWE, and I saw a lot of people hating Cody for what he said at the end, saying he needs to focus on himself. But you can focus on yourself and look at the bad qualities about a different company, so that you don't follow them. Does that make sense? You want to stay and make your own avenue, but you can also validly criticize something else as long as it's constructive, and as long as you know what your main purpose is and what your goal is. That's what I personally believe as the H. Anyway, so these two lads asked me about it, and I was straight up with them. I said, AEW the future. It's what you want to listen to. It's what you want to watch as well. Not just listen to. You can listen to the podcast, but no, you want to listen to me talking about AEW. You want to watch AEW. It's the future. It's fresh. It's vibrant. And it's just exciting. And I've been in the game in terms of love and wrestling for literally 19 years. Since I was about 8, 9, almost 20 years. So I've got a lot of good knowledge of it. My little brother is a wrestler. Like I said, one time I'm gonna get an interview with my brother, by the way. Very soon you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna see great layout changes and stuff. I might actually get my brother in here with me. We're gonna do an interview, or we're gonna do a sit down interview somewhere else, and I'm gonna ask him how he got into wrestling, why he went to wrestling. I know all his answers, obviously myself, because he's my little brother, and like spoiler, the reason was because I was a big wrestling fan, and I used to get him to watch it with me as a little baby, and then he used to do the poses and dances. But I'll let him explain his stuff. But Joel, like, seriously, don't ever try and say, oh, I didn't get you into it. You know you did. You know I talked wrestling all the time. And then obviously like these DVDs for my stepmom. I was like, oh, come watch it with me, and he just got into it. I ain't gonna lie, from a young age, literally maybe 2 or 3, he watched it with me, and we wrestled. Obviously not proper, but we used to wrestle when like he used to do like baby swanton bombs and leg drops. So for me, from a really young age, I've got pictures as well. There's pictures of him doing RKO when he was like 7 and 8, and doing the poses and sockets. And I remember, yeah, there's loads of stuff anyway. But my brother himself will do an interview with us sometime, and then you, well, do you know what, I might have like a sheet. If you guys have any questions for my brother, let me know. And I'm thinking we'll do like a good 1 hour. It'll be at least an hour, man. I can talk myself for long enough. So with my brother as well, asking questions. I think you guys enjoy it. It's been good insight. Congratulations to my brother as well. He's just won his first match this past weekend. No, sorry, he's won. So he won a match, but he's had like 2 or 3 matches now. But he actually won one, so I was happy with that. Yeah, keep an eye out for him. I don't want to publicise. I do actually want to publicise him too much, but he said he wants to chill until he gets a bit of a name. So let me get a bit of a name, and then I'll publicise him more. I'll name him every video, and then in 5 to 10 years, you guys will be back watching these videos like, oh, that's that guy's brother. Talk about him. Yeah, he had an eye for talent, and it's not this bias, because obviously it might sound biased right now, but trust me, it's not biased. Anyway, back to AEW. And sorry guys, I do go on tangents sometimes, but I've been told by everyone, you guys enjoy it. Sometimes just, I know about you guys, but I watch a lot of the other wrestling podcasts. Some other ones, I like the wrestling podcasts, but I'm a big fan of that, especially Raj Giri and Matt Morgan. Glenn, he's okay sometimes, but I'm a big fan of Raj Giri and big fan of Matt Morgan. And there's some other podcasts I like. I don't mind Voices of Wrestling occasionally. Education podcasts I like. I like the Wrestlers podcast because they're actually in the game. Like, I'm not a champion MMA fighter, but I've had like a good record, a winning record of amateur fights. I only lost 1, and that was on amateur rules without punches. So with punches included, I'm actually unbeaten. 100% I guess. So I've got to go and watch it on YouTube if you want. BCFA part 1, go to 60 minutes, watch me choke out a guy, beat him up. That was a few years back, has been introduced, long story short. But anyway, I've actually been in the ring. I've done amateur wrestling a little bit. I've done taekwondo, kickboxing, a little bit boxing, and obviously MMA. So I'm not a pro or nothing, but I've got a decent amount of experience. I've been in there myself, so I can give you a little bit of insight. So when I listen to guys like Y2J, like Talk Jericho, I love it. Not Stone Cold as much. Stone Cold goes on different variety of guests, and it's not really my kind of thing. He'll talk about technical wrestling and stuff like that. But I like Y2J because he's a different array of guests, but he also does talk a lot of wrestling. Edgy Questions, ENC's Pod of Awesomeness, I really love that. Wrestling Inc. is my go-to, I listen to that all the time. 83 Weeks with Eric Bischoff, I listen to that quite a lot. There's a new one I really enjoy. It's called 5 Stars in Tokyo Dome. There's one guy called Paul. I'm not sure who the other 2 guys are. One of them sounds a bit like Jack Slack. The other one sounds just random. But you got Paul off the free. He's really good insight. I'm not sure what the full name is, but it's called 5 Stars in the Tokyo Dome. Follow them on Twitter, guys. I really am impressed by their knowledge. They're like me. They're proper wrestling fans. They're erudite. They're quite articulate. And the way they speak about wrestling, you can tell they've got a true passion for it, much like myself. So I wouldn't mind collaborating with them one day. Yeah, I'd say give them a listen to. There's a lot of other ones I'm not going to name, but there's a guy who came off Wrestling Inc. who does his own podcast. A lot of people like it, but to me it's very it's very nice. It's subjective. It's not subjective though. It's not even objective. It's just, I don't know. It's just biased, basically. Bias. It's just very biased, like in what they say and what they do, and I'm just not a fan of that personally. But it is each their own. Some of the guys are gonna like listen to me. They're gonna think my tangents are interesting. They're gonna like the way I waver off the subjects, but I always curtail back onto the subject. Some people are gonna think, I don't really appreciate this guy, which is fair enough. I honestly, guess what? I actually don't mind that. I can deal with constructive criticism as long as it is constructive. If it's not constructive, it's just hate for hate. That's just sad to like get life. But it is what it is. So yeah, I hope you guys do honestly enjoy my tangents. I've been told you guys do. It makes you guys listen a bit more intently. Wait till I get back on track. And yeah, I've been told it's enjoyable. So if that's not the case, please let me know. Back onto it. So that was the women's tag, and like I said, Tony's brothers come and chatted a little bit, but then I'll go back into watching it. These are my notes again, so I'm not going all the way through. But yeah, women's tag. So Britt Baker and Riho, they looked a bit sloppy. All women. One stage, Britt tagged the wrong partner. We now know she was concussed, so I'm not going to fully go in like I was originally going to. No, I wasn't going to go in, but she was concussed, so I'll allow her sloppiness a little bit because she was good in Double or Nothing. So there was Shota Nakajima and B Priestley. They won. They won the match. They said about this match that there are some weird subtitles came up during the end of the match on the app. Don't know if you guys all saw that. Let me know if you did. That was pretty annoying. Shota won like a step up Kanrana into a kind of sunset flip roll up pin, like a code red, but it wasn't a code red. It just like had legs up, kind of like a. I'm not sure what the correct terminology for it. It wasn't a schoolboy. It was like a pin, but kind of like a half Boston crab pin, but the opposite direction. Does that make sense? Sometimes I think I know too many moves in my head, so when I'm actually trying to name what's probably quite a simple name, I can't. Does that make sense? But I wrote it down as sunset flip, roll up kind of pin, but not schoolboy. Does that make sense? That makes sense. But anyway, Shota Nakajima and B Priestley won. B Priestley looks quite gothic. I haven't seen that look of her before. I know she does wear like the Will Ospreay esque robe and stuff like that. I haven't seen her wrestle before. I think it was on World of Sport. I might have watched one match of hers on Stardom. Don't quote me. So the three-man tag came out. Sammy Guevara, the Panda Boy. I don't know if that's what everyone calls him. That's what I wrote. MJF and Sean Spears, aka FKA, formerly known as Sean Spears. And they fought Darby Allin, who I've met in person. And guess what, guys? He's nowhere near his build weight. His build weight is 82 kg. I'm literally right now 79 kg. But I float between 77 and 81. And we met, and I've got a picture. I'll post it to you one time. I'll go into my Twitter at HChatsBack. And there's pictures on there. He's at least 2 stone smaller than me. At least 2 stone. There's pictures of me and TG next to him. And his arms are honestly really, really small. Like, he's shorter than me in height. I'm about 5'9", 5'10". So I don't know if he's 5'8", 9", maybe. I'm not sure, maybe smaller. But he weighs about 8 stone. Honestly, maximum is almost 9 stone. And that's about 60 something kg maybe. If even that, late 50s, early 60s in kg. But yeah, no chance at 82 kg. No chance in hell. Maximum I'm going to say is around 60. And even then, I reckon he's probably less than that. He's got some good flips and moves, and I really like his personality and stuff. But I don't know why they bill him at 82 kg, because he's definitely not 82 kg. But that's wrestling for you, I guess. I don't think Adam Hangman Pages, whatever they built him at during Double or Nothing. They built him at 240, or was it Fighter Fest? There's a match where they built him at 240. Like, he's definitely not 240. But I think sometimes they build him at 219, which is probably more realistic. But even then, I reckon he might be 210. Because if you think what Finn Balor and all those kind of guys are, even Cody Rhodes, there's no way Cody Rhodes weighs less than Adam Hangman Page. And they're trying to tell you he does. It's like, Anyway, sorry about the weight tangent, but I just had to get it off my chest. Like, obviously, if I met these kind of guys, I will give you my own personal insight. Like I said, I met Darby, really, really nice guy, gentleman. We talked about this is May. I met him at Progress Super Strong 16. He actually did stand out straight away. He had like an amazing show. Talked about his upcoming at the time match with Nick Gage. Talked about his death matches and stuff like that. So I thought it was quite interesting. It's funny because I've got notes here saying this was good, but I wonder how Jimmy Havoc feels about not being in death matches at the moment. So obviously, he had a death match or a hardcore match, which was between John Moxley and the other tag team partner in this, Joe Janela. But Havoc hasn't got to do that yet, so he's had to actually show his technical wrestling, his chain wrestling, and he actually did train at NWA Hammerlock with ZSJ, who is known as Saxon Jr. So he is actually quite technically adept. More than we think. He's not going to be a Zack Sabre Jr. He's not going to be Nigel McGuinness, Daniel Bryan's not going to be one of them ever, or Johnny Saint. He's not going to be a chain wrestling masterpiece. He's just not. He's got a few chain wrestling moves, as I'll mention later. But I find it interesting, and I wonder how he personally feels. He hasn't got to really show his edge yet. He hasn't got to do any hardcore matches. I'm sure that's what he's waiting for. I'm sure he's going to be waiting for a heel turn as well. Because as a face, he's a bit bland, let's be honest. It's weird to say he's bland, a guy with like a weird haircut and like, but the thing of it is look, he has no arms, he's got a weird torso, loads of scars, quite an ugly guy. In terms of wrestling, I'm not saying I'm great looking or like whatever, or beautiful. I'm not trying to get someone being not body beautiful, but what I'm trying to say, he's not like got a stereotypical or even an atypical look. Like Darby Allin looks a bit alternative, looks a bit different. He's got the face paint, looks a bit like a bad boy kind of. And it's funny because there's bad boy Joey Janela. He doesn't look like a bad boy, is he? He's like a hipster with his long hair and his glasses and stuff. People like that. He got quite a good reaction as well, and so did Habit, to be fair. But Joey Janela's young, so I think that kind of works for him. Darby Allin definitely works for him. Like, even in person, there's an aura. Like Arthur Brother, I think one who's at Progress Super 16 in May 2019 this year. He had an aura. His merchandise sold out. We were there day 2 and 3. His merchandise sold out on the first day. Literally, that shows it all. Like, and that is a big thing when wrestlers' merchandise sells out, because there's loads of merchandise for other wrestlers, even NXT UK. Travis Bank, he couldn't give away his shirts. No one cared about meeting him or nothing. Jordan Devlin, everyone wanted to meet him. My brother got a shirt. Met him, great wrestler as well. But yeah, it was a bit sad and a bit sad to see Travis Banks like that. But anyway, back to Darby Allin. So Darby actually, pardon me, thought I was gonna sneeze, but then yeah, Darby this has an aura about him, man. Really cool. But it's Jimmy, I don't know how old Jimmy is. I'm guessing late 30s or mid 30s. I don't know. When he's a heel, he has that aura. And like at Progress, he was like a tweener, And like, do you know what? I'm not a big fan of blood in wrestling. I don't really see the point of it. Like in the movies, you know, it's fake blood, and you know it's not real. In wrestling, you know it's not real. You know it's a fictional sport. Why you gonna bleed? What, like, never blade. Like, I would never respect you for bleeding. I think that's just stupidity. I understand back in the day before I was born, but I'm almost 30, so it's been quite a long time now, guys. So I'm not a fan of blading or anything like that. I think it's silly and stupid and carny kind of stuff. But Jimmy Havoc, like, he had a death match with Paul Robinson, but he showed like anger and like, I don't like hardcore matches that much. It made sense for him. And I kind of wonder if like he needs that just to make himself a bit more exciting, make himself a bit more edgy, to appeal to a wide demographic. Either that or number two, I think it's happening. He'll turn on Joey Janela or Darby Allin or something like that. And then it might happen very soon actually towards the end of what happens in this match. And then I think he'll give him a bit of an edge. And as a heel, I think he could do really well coming with his mask. Eventually get Marty Skirling involve him as well. Say you guys think you're bad, but I am a villain. And I know another villain. I imagine that Marty Skirling, Jimmy Havoc. Oh my god, that'd be amazing. I'd love to see that. Have a little faction with Dark Order underneath them. Yeah, I've got those book ideas. I'm sure no one of AEW will listen to this, but if you guys actually do take that, please give credit to the H. But no, like, yeah, I don't want to see I'm criticising Jimmy Havoc because it's so far. Some of the character work hasn't seemed amazing, and it hasn't been highlighted that much either. Whereas Sammy Guevara, Bad Boy, and Darby Allin will have. So I found it quite interesting. Anyway, back to my notes. Darby and Joey get a huge reaction. Havoc gets a decent one. Sean Spears eventually gets the pin. There's a nice crucifix pin and some chain wrestling by Jimmy Havoc with on MJF. Janela was a bit sloppy with suplexes. Havoc uses some good wrestling. Gets a nice pop when he cheap shots Sean Spears. There's big Darby chance. Spears cats out in the first opportunity to fight Darby. And tags in Sammy. Excalibur calls Enzo Little scum of the earth when putting over Janela. Janela swears at Jim Cornette, puts his finger up into Jim Cornette at one stage. He does a apron FU, just DVD, Death Valley Driver to Sammy. Finish of this match is basically when, and this might be interesting, Darby Allin tags himself in on Havoc's back when Havoc's already dominating the guys. And then Sean Spears gets a dirty, and by that I mean like a vicious FU/attitude adjustment / Death Valley Driver to Darby. Darby showed a bit of exuberance and foolishness. All 5 of the 6, except for Joey Janela, had their own good spots. MJF and Sean Spears had some good interaction, and they all distinguished themselves. Janela was a bit poor in terms of in the ring. That's maybe I'm wrong, but that's my personal view. I don't think he showed much. The other 5 really did though. Even Havoc actually showed quite a bit of, like I said, chain wrestling. He did the Acid Rain makeover, which I'm always a fan of. Okada's my favourite wrestler, probably right now on the planet, so always fan of that. Also, I find it's quite funny, JR called Jabailey a jabroni. There's a bit where Jabailey got ejected from ringside when he was shown with Private Party. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my nose piercing, bro. Guys, sorry, that's really bro. Guys, because I'm got a nose piercing, it's kind of itchy sometimes. Just adjusted, I'm not picking my nose, you can see it there. Anyway, JR called Jabailey a jabroni. I thought that was quite classic. So let's go into the next match, Brandy versus Ali. Not going to go into too much detail. Ali should have won this match in the end, and she should have won it a couple of times. She had a dragon sleeper applied, but the ref was distracted by Awesome Kong after the match. Azure Kong stared down Awesome Kong. The actual match was a bit average. Brandy's now a heel. She used a lot of interference from Awesome Kong. In my opinion, the one place which impacted even WWE, which I hate to say it, could probably beat AEW right now as a women's division. The tag match earlier wasn't great, and this one on one match was a bit sloppy. Ali looked good in the gear, as did Brandy aesthetically, but the actual in-ring wrestling wasn't great. Ali was trying her best to carry Brandy, but it didn't really work. She did a very Brandy did a very sloppy bionic spear, aka a shocking bad shoulder tackle. Average match. I have to give it maybe 3 out of 10 if I'm being honest with you. My face wasn't really good here. I've got to go into it. A lot of people have been listening to commentary. I'm not going to diss JR because I think people are comparing JR to the JR of the old. But you can't be doing that comparison. It's like you can't compare yourself to when you were 18. So JR now he's like what, late 60s, mid 60s. compared to when he was in his late 30s, early 40s, he's not one of the same guys. It's a different era. But if you compare him to the other guys who are play-by-play guys, um, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a play-by-play guy. If he's a colour, well, either way. I'll compare to both. Let's compare him to the play-by-play guys, which are Michael Cole, Tom Phillips, and Mauro. Is he as good as Mauro? Probably not now. But Mauro's on NXT, which is the only thing I watch. But in terms of WWE, is he better than Michael Cole? Yes, and he always will be. Is he better than Tom Phillips? Yes, and he always will be. Now let's go talk about the colour guys. Is he better than Byron? Yes. Is he better than Corey Graves? I hate to say it, but right now, yes, Corey was amazing in NXT. He was good in his first year in Raw. He's not been good in Raw anymore, in my personal opinion. So all this hate and criticism for JR is a bit weird. Is it ageism? Probably. Is it because he still wears a cowboy hat? Probably. Is it because he occasionally forgets things? Most likely. But is JR still, after Mauro Ronaldo, for me, the best in the game? Yeah, he really is. Is Excalibur decent? Of course he is. Is he as good as Matt Striker and Corey Graves? And I'm just comparing to him if he was colour. Commentator, that is. Yes, I believe he is. Is his mask a bit goofy when they cut off and you see him wearing his mask a little bit, but that's what he likes, what he likes. Alex Marvez, on the other hand, is shocking. He's terrible. He's the insider, but he comes out with stuff which, like Renee Young would. Oh, I was told today by this. Oh, this is why. Like, this is not interesting. His tone of voice isn't interesting. It's a big turn off. Like, there's an English guy called Logan Sama. Logan Sama is a bit of a wrestling fan. I don't think he's a wrestling encyclopedia or a historian like myself or my brother, but he's got a little bit of average wrestling knowledge. He was on the pre-show of Fighter Fest, and he was honestly far and away better than Alex Marvez. Alex Marvez is just a bit sloppy, a bit boring. He's okay in a few segments or in featurettes, but on commentary he's shocking. We don't need three guys. Just have JR, just have Excalibur. If they need a third, call up your boy for H. Send this to Tony Khan and that. Do you know what I mean? I'll gladly have you guys, or have those guys fly me from England to AEW, as long as they pay my expenses and pay me a decent wage. I'll do commentary for you guys, and I'll come back and do these podcasts for you as well. But in all seriousness, just get rid of Alex Marvez. Back to the match. What else I put? Oh, that was it. That was it. So yeah, Brandy won with Bionic Spear after Ali got distracted by Awesome King, not Ali, the ref as well. Number 5, the Dark Order versus Angelico, Jack Evans, Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy. Huge chance for Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. These are my notes. Eva Unu is a bit sloppy, or Eva Uno, whatever you call him. Stu Grayson, I've had, is pretty good. He did a nice little kip up. He had some nice exchanges. He showed good technical and lethal striking in terms of which one of the wrestling that is. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus were pretty amazing. Crowd reacted great for them both. They did some good tandem moves. That good powerbomb thing was pretty exciting. Some of the moves were too fast for me to even keep up with. I really liked the question mark kick by Luchasaurus, and by question mark kick, it's what you call a hook kick, where you go to kick him one way and kick the other way. That was cool. I liked his standing moonsault as well. I liked all of Jack Perry, Ike Jungle Boy's tandem offense. The only problem with this is I think they had the wrong team win, and they've had that happen twice. I believe at Fighter Fest, Private Party should have won, but for some reason, Best Friends won. I believe in this match it should have been Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, but for some reason Dark Order won. And the weirdest thing is, by winning that match, the actual thing they got is a privilege to fight again. It doesn't really make much sense. I love AEW. So far, they can't do much wrong in my eyes, but this was wrong. So Dark Order are going to face Best Friends, and I don't know if it's going to be another team, which is those two. And they are fighting for the right to have a bye in the tournament. So think about that. They're not having the right to get to a final, so they're not having the right to get a championship shot. It's a right to possibly get a bye. For those of you who don't know what a bye means a free match. So let's say Man United versus Liverpool. Man United wouldn't have to face Liverpool, they get a bye, and they'll face someone else, and then they face Liverpool next round. So one of these two teams will win, and then they'll get a bye, which means they'll face no one in round 1 or round 2, whatever it is, and then they'll basically skip one round, and they still have to go through the rest of the tournament. So is that a great incentive? Not for me. Is it the most logical? Not for me. If you guys like it, that's cool. Let me read a bit more about it. I've got quite a lot of notes here. Poor booking in my opinion, but good match. It's quite a good pace. Tag team action is already shown to be one of the things that AEW are exhilarating at. When AEW is on British TV soon, it's going to be exciting to see tag team division. Stuart Grayson from the Dark Order's skills were alluded to by my guy Excalibur. Luchasaurus had that beautiful kick already mentioned. Standing moonsault, yeah, I mentioned that. The finish was called fatalities, like a spinning stunner, where Uno holds them open like a dead-eye position. Dead-eye's Adam Hangman Page's finisher. Please Google it if you don't know. And then the other guy, Grayson, does like a spinning stunner, like spins somersaults over the top. So imagine Uno's holding like a backwards Meltzer driver position, if that makes sense, or a dead eye, and then Grayson spins over the top and hits him with a stunner. I thought it was really actually good. Like I wasn't a big Uno fan in this match, but I did like his strength holding him, and I really appreciated Stuart Grayson's spinning like stunner. Number 6. Hangman Page versus Kip Sabian. I'm not going to get into this. I didn't enjoy this match at all. The best part of the match actually was Y2J's surprise attack on Page at the end, in which he wore a mask from a creeper. A creeper are the Uno's personal henchmen, a bit like Putty Patrol for ex-Power Rangers fans, or The Foot if you're ex-TMNT fans. Basically, it's like foot soldiers, and they wear these stupid little masks. So Y2J managed